My name is Michael Edson.
Yes.
I work at the Smithsonian Institution as the Director of Web and New Media Strategy. And I've worked at the Smithsonian for 20 years. I started there cleaning plexiglass in the exhibitions as a starving artist, pretty much right out of college.
Wonderful. So you know it from scratch.
I do know it from scratch.
Wonderful. So today you've been to the Culturemondo Roundtable here at the Picnic Festival, and it was about mobile content beyond the touristic approach.
The topic of the session today was what's beyond the superficial aspects of mobile, beyond a pleasing handheld tour or collection access. And from my perspective at the Smithsonian, the potential of mobile is to create a platform for accomplishing the difficult, audacious work of the world's largest museum and research complex. So it's a work tool, not just for us, the 6,000 employees who work there, but for everyone who is trying to understand the universe, understand world cultures, American art, history, biodiversity. Everyone doing that work around the world should be able to use the mobile platform to get things done.
How should smaller or small structures, like small museums, go for mobile content, basically spoken? So what's your opinion on this?
So the question about being small and starting small is a very good question. And I understand that things look different when you're at the middle of a federally funded national museum like the Smithsonian. They look different than it might look if you were a 2 or 3 or 4 person museum with a very specialty niche collection. That being said, I've come to realize over 20 years that the Smithsonian isn't one thing, one collection of 137 million objects. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of collections of 10, 20, 100 objects. The Smithsonian doesn't have one budget of over $1 billion a year. It has thousands and thousands and thousands of small budgets. So in many ways, we have the same tactical and budgetary challenges that small museums have. So that being said, I feel that there's really nothing but opportunity for small niche collections, small niche players in this economy of ideas. And that many of us on stage recognized Chris Anderson's The Long Tail as one of the seminal works that helps us understand our niche collections in this digital environment. So I think that a museum of wooden knitting needles in a small town in the United States of America has an opportunity through mobile and through digital publishing social networks to connect with really, and I'm not kidding, a global audience of people who are passionate about knitting technology. That opportunity, that business or cultural opportunity didn't exist 20 years from now. According to the American Association of Museums, I believe there are 18,000 museums in the United States. It's almost impossible to categorize about who they are, their collections, their missions. Some of them may have a mission to be intensely hyper-local, a community museum. That would drive a technology strategy or a social media strategy in one direction, that a museum dedicated to teaching science to teenagers of the United States might have a different direction. I can imagine a museum taking one of many routes on a spectrum from not being involved online at all to being almost exclusively online, depending on what its mission is. The thing that I want the most for museums, libraries, archives, knowledge institutions is for them to be focused intensely on accomplishing their missions.
Isn't it also a question of capacity building? So many just don't know.
The associations and agencies that give museum accreditation need to play a stronger role in both demanding that their members raise the bar with engagement with new media and provide them with roadmaps and examples. So lead, but require that they engage. I also think that museum boards of directors need to play a much stronger role in insisting that senior decision makers engage. But I often ask when I speak at museums, I ask how much time the senior leadership team in that museum is spending wrestling with the issues. Open up their day planners and show me how many hours a week you're wrestling with it. To a certain degree, you get what you practice. And engaging in this dialogue plays compound interest, but you have to engage.
What would be your dream application for mobile content in the cultural sector? You know, the dream mobile thingy. Very difficult.
I don't know. So the question is, what's my dream application? My dream mobile application for museuming? I think the reason I'm struggling with that, the secretary of the Smithsonian held a focus group at the Long Now Foundation last year for millennials, digital natives, to talk about the Smithsonian. And something that stuck in his mind, that he's spoken about many times since, is one of the young people there said, "Surprise me." And I think I crave always that sense of surprise.
That's nice.
That sense that there's some discovery happening just around the corner, just beyond my reach. I forget who said, someone said that the right piece of information, the right idea at the right time can change your life.
Yep.
That's the kind of surprise I want to live. And I think that those surprises exist all the time. We've built several prototypes of the Smithsonian Commons. They're little video vignettes that show what the Smithsonian Commons, what the Smithsonian's web and new media strategy would be like as seen through the eyes of some of our users. And we took that idea of surprise and we built it into the search box that we show in the prototype. You type in Theodore Roosevelt or astronomy or oak trees, and you can click submit. You can also click surprise me. We just feel that the world is full of surprise.
Yeah.
And I want to bring that to people. We want to share that with people.
Wonderful. Thank you for the interview.